The Running Dream, Day 25, Chapter 11. Chapter 12. My only class without Fiona is math, and it's the last period of the day. I have algebra to treat. Fiona's down the wing in pre-calculus. She swears she's not taking calculus next year, and I refuse to take pre-calc. Enough is enough. After fifth, Fiona voices me clear across campus to the 900 wing and is panting as she rolls me up to the front of the classroom where Miss Merkel is erasing the board. Miss Merkel is the one teacher we're both nervous about. She is a machine. Never smiling, never flexing, never sharing anything personal. Her life is all about numbers, and her demeanor is as severe as her haircut, which is a dark, straight, asymmetrical bob. I'm sure there's a real person inside her somewhere, but after having her for Algebra 1 and 2, I've quit trying to find her. I'm just looking forward to being done with math and being done with her. She knows who Fiona is. Not only did she have her in class last year, but Fiona's been getting my assignments from her, and obviously she knows who I am. Still, when she turns from erasing the board, she doesn't say anything like, "Welcome back," or "It's good to see you." She simply sizes me up. So I'm a little flustered as I go into my spiel about cutting back my homework, and during it Miss Merkel's expression never cracks. She just watches me closely, observes. It's like data in, process, response. Only the response seems to be taking a very long time. Obviously, she doesn't like the data I'm feeding her and has no intention of returning anything but request denied. So I open my binder and produce the assignments I've completed and say I've been doing the odds and checking my answers. It's going to be a lot of work to catch up and keep up with the new assignments. She takes my papers, looks them over, then says, "Doing the odds seems reasonable." And that's it. No smile, no nod, no quiver of any emotion whatsoever. She simply returns to wiping the boards clean and asks, "Will you be sitting with Rosa?" For a moment, my mind's a blank. Then I realize she means the specialist girl who sits at the back of the classroom, the girl in the motorized wheelchair, the girl who rarely talks and when she does, it's very hard to understand. I didn't even know her name was Rosa. There's plenty of room at that table, Miss Merkel says, without looking over her shoulder. Inside, I panic. Yes, I'm missing a leg, but the rest of me is well. It's normal. The people think I'm specialist now. Is that how they see me? No, they can't. But if I start sitting with the specialist kids, That is what people will think. It just is. Miss Ruckle turns and gives me a cool, blank look. She wants an answer. My mind is a flurry of contradictions. I want to lie and say I'm nearsighted, that I need to be up front in my own chair, that I help just fine. But I also think about my terror in returning to school, feeling like a freak. Is that how Rosa feels? I've never stared at her, but I have overlooked her. No, the truth is, I've totally acted like she isn't there. It's been easier, less uncomfortable for me. Sure, I tell Miss Ruckle. I'd be happy to sit with Rosa. She cocks her head ever so slightly, then turns to finish wiping the board. So I get situated alongside Rosa and Fiona dashes off to class. Then the tardy bell rings and everyone falls silent, waiting for Miss Ruckles to speak. There's no "let's welcome Jessica back," just business as usual. Homework out, papers exchanged, lesson reviewed. Midway through this process, Rosa surprises me by committing a cardinal sin. She passes me a note. I read it and sing right back. And after severe exchanges, Rosa told me that she has been in a wheelchair her whole life, that she can walk but only with arm crutches, and that she was born with cerebral palsy. I also find out that she's only a freshman, loves sushi, thinks math is easy, and it's lunchy in room 402. You can join us, she writes. We are fun. I also learned that she already knew my name and Fiona's. Fiona seems very nice, she tells me, adding a big, long-lashed smiley. She's amazing, I write back, adding long curly hair to the smiley. Rosa gives me a lopsided grin, then writes, when do you get your leg? Depends, I scribble back, maybe next week. Already? Wow, congratulations. You are so lucky. My eyes sting when I read that, and it makes something in me break, or connect, or just change somehow. I suddenly really get that I am lucky. I will never do a 55 flat in the 400 again, but I will stand on my own again. This wheelchair won't be with me every day of my life.